The night of fights has been called Shamrock versus Gracie. Coming up next, the main event. Frank Shamrock taking on Cesar Gracie. Shamrock from San Jose has a big score to settle with the Gracie family. The rivalry is alive once again.
This fight with Cesar is a long-time family feud. It's been 13 years since our families faced each other. And, you know, Cesar came out a couple years ago and challenged me. He's been running from me ever since. So now's the time to set the record straight. This is a personal vendetta for me. You know, people don't realize how many great fighters we have in San Jose. I was one of the, you know, beginners of the movement here in mixed martial arts. And, you know, I'm proud to represent San Jose, and I'm proud to be fighting out of this great city. I want people to remember me as somebody who made a difference, both in the ring and out, somebody who stood for something that was more than two guys fighting in a cage. I truly believe that what we're doing is an art form, and it should be respected and presented in a certain way. And whether you win, lose, or draw, to bare your soul in front of all those people in a cage against another man is something very special. And I'd like to be remembered as the guy who, you know, bared it all and hopefully came out unscathed.
Ladies and gentlemen, now making his way to the cage, to the blue corner, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu legend from Concord, California, Cesar Gracie.
Buddy, you're a young man, hard man, shouting in the street, gonna take on the world someday. You got blood on your face, a big disgrace, waving your banner all over the place. We will rock you. Sing it. We will rock you. Buddy, you're an old man, poor man, pleading with your eyes, gonna make you zombie someday. You got mud on your face, big disgrace. Somebody better put your bag into your place. We will rock you.
Come on. Ha, sicker than your average. I'm a twist cabbage on instinct. Niggas don't think, stink, pink gators. My Detroit players. Tim's for my hooligans in Brooklyn. Dead right, if the head right, Biggie there, air night. Papa been school since days of under rules. Never lose, never choose to. Bruise, cruise, who? Do something to us. Don't do us. To us. Do us. Screw us. Screw us. Yeah, Papa and Papa. Like Starsky and Hutch, stick to clutch. I squeeze 3 at your cherry M3, bang every MC easily. Take that. Recently, frontin' ain't saying nothing, so I just speak my peace, keep my peace. People with the Jesus peace, with my peace. Get asking who did it, that Brooklyn book, you want it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, entering to the red corner, submission fighting legend from San Jose, California, Frank Shamrock.
I put NY onto DKNY. Miami, DC, prefer Versace. All finished, with Moschino. Every cutie with the booty, more the coochie. Now he's the real dude, meaning who's really Rod, Frank White push the stick called the Lexus LX 4.5. Bulletproof glass tips if I want some. Gon' blast, please first. Ask questions last. That's how most of these folks
The main event is upon us. Here's how they stack up.
The heights are the same. The weights are pretty close. Cesar older at 40 years old. The records are, let's just say Shamrock has a lot more experience. And let me tell you this, I'm going to be looking at this fight real close.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to the HP Pavilion in San Jose, California.
for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Silicon Valley Sports and Entertainment in association with Strikeforce. As a historic first in the state, it is sanctioned indeed by the California State Athletic Commission, the chairman Marty Keller, executive director Armando Garcia. Introducing to you our three judges scoring this bout from ringside: Hector Hernandez, Alejandro Rochin, and Abe Bellardo. And our third man in the cage, our referee in charge, Dr. Nelson Hamilton. All right, fans, here we go with the bout you've all been waiting for. The showdown featuring the oldest family rivalry in the history of mixed martial arts. It is scheduled 3 5-minute rounds of action in a middleweight special attraction. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance, the largest crowd ever to witness an MMA event in U.S. history. Live from the HP Pavilion, it's time for the main event of the evening. Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches, he weighed in at 181 1/2 pounds. Tonight, he is representing the discipline and the first family of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Fighting out of Gracie Sports Center and hailing from Concord, California, ladies and gentlemen, here is the veteran of over 250 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu matches. Please welcome the legend of MMA, Cesar Gracie. And his opponent across the cage, ready to go on my left, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 10.5 inches. He weighed in at 185 pounds. This MMA legend is trained in the discipline of submission fighting. His record stands at 20 wins, 7 losses, and 1 draw. Representing Shamrock Martial Arts Academy and hailing from San Jose, California. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, he is making his much anticipated return to the cage. Here is the former King of Pancrase and legendary MMA middleweight champion, introducing Frank Shamrock. Once again, our referee in charge of the bout, Dr. Nelson Hamilton, now to give instructions.
All right, gentlemen, I went over the rules with each of you separately. You say you understand the rules. That means I expect a good, clean fight. I expect you to defend yourself at all times. And I expect you to listen for my commands at all times. Touch them up and let's do it.
It has finally come to pass. Shamrock and Gracie, the electricity in this room harkens back to old Ali Fraser days.
Yeah, it's amazing to see 18,000 plus here. I think the first 2 minutes are the most important minutes for Cesar Gracie. He's got to be able to settle down against a legend, Frank Shamrock, who's been in there with everybody.
You can smell the pandemonium in the air. Gracie.
See Gracie firing a couple jabs. He does not want to stand up though. He wants to get this fight to the ground and utilize his jiu-jitsu.
Shamrock has done it in the opening minute. A long-standing feud. The anger from years of frustration of the Gracie family taking on Shamrock all comes out of the hands in the first minute.
The big left hook puts him to sleep. Puts him to sleep. Good night.
Just loaded up on one shot, and that's all it took.
That's exactly what Frank Shamrock wanted to do. Maybe he wanted to carry on the agony over a couple of rounds of the Gracie family, but the end result is exactly what Shamrock was looking for, Phil.
And I'm telling you this, I'm watching this fight with, evil intentions, because I'm not just here because I'm the prettiest guy in MMA. I might be fighting to win it real soon.
Well, here you go. There's a look at it right to the lower jaw. Cesar Gracie felt the full force of Frank Shamrock. You see the towel come flying in from Gracie's corner. We didn't even get the words out of our mouth that Gracie was making his MMA debut. Welcome. One punch.
Not exactly like Kung's.
Well, not a good scouting film for you, was it, Phil?
No, no. You know, Shamrock is the pioneer of a true mixed martial artist. You know, they say he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. But we'll find out when the NYBA gets in there with him.
Put yourself back into the commentary role now. He did what he had to do, you know, when he wanted to do it.
He sure did. And they say Frank is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And you know, I don't believe it. So we'll see if he gets in there with the NYBA in the next Strikeforce main event.
Cesar Gracie has shaken off that hard right hand, and then that series of lefts and rights once he was on the ground.
That hurts ego more than anything else.
Yeah,
really.
You're right, indeed. All right, well, let's go up for the official announcement of the finish of this fight, and ring announcer Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 21 seconds in round number 1. He is the winner by way of knockout, Frank Shamrock.
He trained very hard for this fight. He came in looking great, and it all paid off.
The harder you train, the easier it is. He came in great shape. Look at his body. I mean, he looks like the day he fought his last MMA fight in the UFC when he beat Tito Ortiz. I mean, the guy's for real. He's well-rounded. He's the pioneer of the real mixed martial artist, and he showed here tonight why he is the living legend, Frank Shamrock.
He took over 2 years off and came back. He didn't get a great workout there, but he won the fight, and he is with our Ryan Bennett.
As the confetti comes poured in, welcome back.
Thanks, bro. Nice to be back.
21 seconds. It didn't last very long. What do you learn about yourself in 21 seconds?
Well, I don't punch anybody on the top of the head because I think I broke my hand.
You took the big shot. Congratulations. You trained very hard for this fight. What does it mean after a couple years to be back in this place main eventing again?
Well, what no one realizes, I never stopped training. I'm a martial artist. I teach martial arts every day. This is just a celebration, bro.
A great celebration. What is it like to be a part of this in San Jose, your hometown, the first ever show, 18,000 plus?
Hey, there is nothing more exhilarating than walking out to these people. They powered me up. They charged me up. San Jose, you guys are the greatest, man. Thanks for coming out. We set a record tonight. Shark Tank. It's too much, bro. It's too much. I'm almost going to cry.
Your wife was right behind us. She was yelling and screaming. What's it like to have your family, your son, everything here?
Everybody's here. My mom's here. My wife is here. My team is here. My school is here. My community is here. This is what it's all about. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank my sponsors, Voss. You guys stepped up. You guys are awesome. Everybody, man. HP Pavilion, we'll do it again for you. Next time, we'll get rid of the ramp. We'll sell 20,000 seats. I don't care. I'll kick anybody's butt right here in the tank.
That brings me to my last question. What is next for you? I mean, how active do you want to be for 2006?
I'm back. I'm here. Anybody want some? Here's where I'll be. You want me? Come in here. See what happens. This is my house. This is my arena. San Jose is my home. Don't come into here and talk no bullshit, because I will take care of you straight away.
He was pound for pound one of the best, and he's back, people. Look out. Lon, back to you.
So there